All right, so we are back with another episode, Married Life.
Married life.
MURRAY''D. Married Life.
Bird life.
Yes, indeed.
Married life.
Now, we talking about, it's a topic we've been
Bouncing around.
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah.
So we're going to call this one.
Stronger than a Hispanic marriage.
Yeah.
Stronger than a Hispanic marriage.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead explain that, boo, and I'm going to see if I can fill in if you don't miss anything.
Yeah, okay. So in one of our daily conversations, we were just talking about how it seems as if a Hispanic's marriage is concrete. It's like solid. They stick it out. They go all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Until our abuelo and abuela are old and the family taking care of me, and they go all the way. So
Yeah.
we was just saying how we want to talk about that.
Yeah, and when I think about it from the outside looking in, of course I don't know any details, and nobody ever told me anything. But from the outside looking in, it's just something like, you know what, I aspire to be something like that.
Right. Yeah.
So,
like they stay together for life. They raise their kids together. It don't seem like they get divorced that often.
Mm-hmm.
They just seem to stick in there. And,
Yeah, so we definitely aspire to be something like
yeah,
that.
I'm saying being redundant, but yeah.
All right, but you did make a good point as far as the divorce. Now we looked it up, and they are what, number 3 out of 4?
Out of 4, out of black, white, Hispanic, and Asian, they are number 3 lowest
in divorce, and and black is highest, then you got white, then you got Hispanic, then Asian. Okay,
right. Asian is has the lowest, and then there is a difference between native born Hispanic, meaning born in the States,
mm-hmm.
and then the foreign born Hispanic population.
Okay.
They have a different population, not population, but percentage of divorce.
Okay. All right. Well, before we go too far, I want to ask you: is there anything that you admire about the Spanish? Like, again, we on the outside looking in, so we don't really know. But
right.
Anything that you admire?
I think just that the women
mm-hmm.
In that culture still play the role. They still play the traditional role of taking care of the kids and making sure the house is clean and cooking dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And the husband, and we'll talk about it more, but the husband get up and go to work every day, 6 days a week, work all, and it doesn't seem, because we on the outside, that she on his back too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he go to work, he work all day, he come home, he don't have to do nothing else. But also, this is a stereotype. Also, it's us from the outside looking in.
Yeah. Now, from a man's point of view, it is inspiring. The point of having somebody to come home and somebody you know is going to take care of your kids, and I always felt like if we have the home taken care of, sometimes, not all the time, we don't have a problem going out there and going to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have a purpose, we have a reason to go out there and get it.
Right. Well, I will say, even in the stereotyping of the Hispanic marriage, you'll see that the Hispanic man, may cheat or not do some of the things that you're supposed to do as a husband. In some ways, it does seem like, she will turn a blind eye because she got to take care of the family, and he is taking care of the family. So, maybe that's a bad part of it. We don't think about.
Nah, but check this out. So now that you said that, you made me think turning a blind eye. Yeah. He's turning a blind eye too.
Yeah. He he is definitely turning a blind eye.
Yeah.
But that is surface. That is surface, sir.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Somebody turned a blind eye. So
well,
hey,
and maybe that's why she turned a blind eye. Hey. She understand.
Maybe you understand, and
right. So
they understand.
So it's mutual agreement.
They know they wrong. Okay. Now, I was thinking about how they can see that and how it can influence kids too in a positive way.
Yeah, from what them staying together and then the kids going on.
Yeah, and just like being about family, because we learn from family. So you know what I'm saying. Just like when they see them do the family thing. So I always think about the kids.
Yeah. I wonder, just the side effects of a long-lasting marriage, healthy or unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? What are the side effects? How do it affect the kids in the long run? How does it, like you said, inspire the kids, or you know what I'm saying, or not? Like, do kids of divorcees get divorced more often than kids of parents that are still together? I wonder.
That's interesting.
Not just in Hispanic culture,
just all around.
Whole Hispanic culture, just like all around.
I kind of like lucked up with you because you grew up with your dad. And a person who's interested in that, and if you're married, that helps a lot.
Yeah,
like you having your dad. I'm gonna give you one example. Like you told me one time that your father, if he was in the garage chilling with his homies, you and y'all ain't going in there, right?
Right.
See, it's like something as small as that. That's small, but it's big to us, and it helps us out a little bit. Like, it's plenty of times I'm like, "Bro, you want to come out?" Nah, y'all go down there and chill. Like, I'm gonna go up here and do my thing. So again, that's one of the bonuses of having your dad around. You just know how to be around men. We talked about being a family. Me and you privately talked about we admired that part of it. You know what I'm saying? Just the family part. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, how close they are with their family. Yeah, I definitely agree. They close with their family. They get together more. It seems like all of this is being said from the outside, but it seems like they're closer with their family. But also, I would say that some of the things we see to make them think that is also maybe a little bit forced, because you got a lot of Hispanic families that are coming from a foreign place here and have no other choice but to live with their family. And so if I have family members coming from somewhere else, of course, come stay with me until you get on your feet, of course. Yeah. I mean, but shit, we have a cookout every summer, so.
Yeah. Now, I want to ask you, now, you said it was a different stat, and it was like NB. Native born and foreign born. Foreign born. Now, was there some difference between the two?
No. It was a percentage difference.
And what was that difference like? What was it about?
22 for native born was the divorce rate, 22%, and foreign born was like 13%. So if you're foreign born and came to the United States, less chance to get divorced.
All right, so the native born, I wonder, did the some of the American ways rub off on the native born? Now they like Americanized, so
it would seem so. That's what it seemed like. I mean, what's the difference then?
Because they are going to the same schools, listen to the same music. Like, we all listen to do the same things. We inspire to be like the Hispanic marriage, to get it tight like that. Our image of it.
Yeah, to get it tight like that. Yeah. To kind of like maybe bring down our divorce rate. You know what I'm saying? That's all I be thinking. Like, I just want us to be better. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. All right. So give me some things maybe you do or you don't do, or just some ideas that you think that maybe can help get to that point.
Well, I would say not stuff that I do or don't do, but just in general.
Okay.
The role. I feel like the role, a lot of women don't want to play that particular role. But then you have to say, okay, is the man playing his role enough for me to play my role enough?
Now, the role you talking about
the traditional
role.
Traditional wife role. Is the man playing his role enough for me to play my role enough? And vice versa.
Yeah, I think about this sometimes. Like, what if the guy don't know what a traditional woman does, and she don't know what a traditional man does, and they both point the finger, like it's your fault, but neither one of them know. Because I'm thinking, like, do dudes really know what a traditional woman supposed to do?
I don't want to say supposed to do.
Oh, okay. A traditional woman traditionally does.
It's got to be a give and take. Like, I'm not gonna be sitting here playing the wife role.
Yeah.
And you not playing the husband role.
Now the wife role.
And in life, everybody got a role to play.
Okay, so what's the wife role? What you mean by that?
What they say? Don't give the milk away when he get the cow for free or some stuff like that. Whatever that is.
That's old school. There's nobody live that life no more.
No, but it is true. It's a traditional saying for the traditional role.
Ain't nobody traditional.
And is that not the problem?
Hey man.
I mean, I'm just saying. To me, it's a little bit of problem. Now, listen, we ain't got to be 1950 housewives no more.
Yeah.
We don't have to be 1950 traditional wives, cleaning the house, cook the dinner, take care. You know, it sounds so antiquated. But it is. I mean, when you think of it, is it not? The man provide and protect.
It's some of them. It's almost like sometimes I see people picking and choosing. Like, I like this part, but I don't like this part. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want you to do this, but nah, not this. All right, so you said provide and what else?
Protect.
Oh, so two. So
I mean, profess. I mean, that come along with the relationships.
No,
that's why I didn't say it.
No, we picking the other two. We had to pick two. So all right. So what's the women's two?
That's what is the women's two? Cook, clean, take care of the babies. But essentially, that is the role. That is our role. Essentially, it sounds so.
Yeah.
It sounds terrible. But
no, it doesn't, because it's just natural. Now you think about this.
Go ahead.
It was good enough for your grandparents.
Yeah, but why does it sound so bad now? Why is that like a cuss word? Women's supposed to cook and clean and take care of the babies. Like, why is that a cuss word?
See, now, I think
that derogatory?
Because of the way we said it, in my opinion, the way we said it. The woman's supposed to, like, for one.
And I just said, don't say supposed to.
No. Think about this. So let's say somebody say a man's supposed to, or a woman's supposed to.
And yeah, supposed to too, though. It's
like that's when they mess it up. Like,
supposed to is the bad part of it.
Yeah, it's the bad. Like, nah, you ain't gotta.
Yeah.
Like if you really on your thing, nobody has to tell you to get on your thing.
Right.
But when somebody tells you you're supposed to be,
right,
there's like some resentment.
Well, I want to get back to, and I want to ask you one more thing about the traditional roles. Now, we was talking, and how we saying a traditional, if more women or men were more into the traditional roles, maybe the divorce rate wouldn't be so high. Because to me, I feel men are more likely to be traditional than women.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that the women, the black women, are finding these traditional guys losers?
Certain women are certain places. You think they want a certain type of guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm working. I was just working out of my head. It's like, okay, even men, they want a traditional woman, right? And men, of course, even not by even nature, but by necessity, are more traditional because they have to go out and work. We all have to go out and work, but more traditionally, that is the man's role, to go out and work.
Yeah.
When you got more women now who go out and work and still play the traditional role. No? Okay.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So you have more women now who are going out and working
and playing the traditional
and still
role,
participating in the traditional role. So it's almost like I'm doing both of y'all traditional roles. I'm working, which is traditionally the man's job. And I'm still coming home and cleaning up and cooking dinner and taking care of the kids.
Okay. All right. So in that situation, who is the protector?
Okay, so you want credit for protecting.
I thought that's what it was, right?
No. I'm saying yeah, but
yeah, because you talking about taking people roles. That's the role.
That's the role, protector and provider.
Okay.
So you saying we want credit for protecting?
No, you went to work. You didn't say provides. You said you went to work.
Okay.
That's it. It's a difference. It's a difference when you going to work and provide. It's a difference.
Okay.
Yes, you go to work.
Yes,
Thank you.
I go to work.
Yes.
So I can do whatever I want with my money.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. Go ahead.
You can do anything you want to, but here's the thing. I've read one time when men get money, they think about now they can do something for their family.
Okay.
When women get money,
yeah.
Now I don't need no man.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So you working, yeah, but like we know that money is not for us. We know any money that y'all get is not for us. Now, if y'all decide to share y'all money, yes. Thank you.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate it. But we not banking on y'all money.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you for going to work. But you going to work so you can have some money.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. But we don't need your money, is what you're saying.
No.
Because I'm going to provide.
Yeah, that's my job. So I have to figure out some type of way to get some money.
Yeah.
That's my job.
Right. Okay. I'm trying to get it straight. I'm getting it straight.
You was talking about the men. Some men aren't traditional, and some men don't know how to be traditional because their father never taught them how to be traditional because they didn't know how to. So I do think sometimes it skipped a generation, or sometimes everybody didn't learn that.
To be traditional? Yeah.
So it's not just one way, like a woman's not. Some men are not traditional. But you are a more of a traditional woman because, like I said, your parents, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know, I think. And that's what I need. I need traditional, more of a tradition. I know you ain't the old school traditional but you got a little bit of remix to it. But, mostly traditional.
But the traditional thing, I think, to me, traditionally, if that's what you do in your relationship, and like you said, it don't have to be said, but you know what you're supposed to do. You have to do in order to maintain your relationship. That's a part of it. I think you'll have a successful relationship, but that's only part of it. There's other things that come with it.
Knowing the roles that can help get to that. Yeah,
but do you think you got to be older? Maybe it depends on the person. Well. But like it took me to get older to want to really get in it and play the role. You know what I'm saying? And don't mind, doing certain things. But I guess other things came along with that too.
We were talking about
commitment. Will we say like you don't have to like each other all the time? Just be committed.
Yeah. To think that you're going to be married for a long time and like the person and be in love with the person every day. That's crazy.
It's not reality.
That's not reality.
It's fiction.
Yeah.
It's definitely fiction.
Yeah, but what you can be is committed to it.
Right.
And that's a difference. So if you committed, then I think you can keep moving.
Yeah, I mean, commitment is the big thing, but you got to like the person enough to be willing to forgive the person over and over again. Like my kids can do the dumbest shit, and I might be mad for a couple of days, but I'll get over it, right? And I'll move on, and I won't even remember it next week. So I've gotten like that with you, but I want to be like that with my spouse. That's what I always wanted. Like I'm over the dumb shit. Let's keep it moving because it's like we're not going nowhere.
Yeah, I know.
So I think that part of a relationship maybe comes when you're older. But then how do the younger people get through it? You know what I'm saying? So is it that, younger people are younger younger adults are just more mature at an earlier age than we were. We were.
No, I think everybody get it at a certain time.
Yeah, different times.
Because I do know one person, one couple.
Mm-hmm.
They're still together. They were together in high school.
Right.
I ain't talking about 12th grade.
Right.
So
but
some
see, that's
people-
what I'm saying. Like, how come some people can do it?
Some people do it. He married, and
Still together.
I'm proud of him.
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely proud of him.
Another thing I wanted to ask you, now you was talking about knowing your roles, and this is something that you can do maybe to help get to that point.
Okay.
All right. So what about keeping up your appearances? We talk about this a little bit. What you think about that?
Yeah.
Okay. So now,
What do you think about
okay,
it?
what I think about it from my point of view to you, I appreciate it. I appreciate the different hairstyles, the your nails, all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
appreciate it because I look at it like I only got one. It's like, and it's been considerate to me because you could easily like I got somebody. I don't need to do that stuff.
Right.
So I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So keeping up your stuff, I think that goes a little way too. As far as for me keeping up for you, I don't know how you feel about it, but I definitely want to keep my hair cut. I definitely want to dress nice. I always think about the cologne because I always think like, man, can't nobody tell my wife like or my wife think he smell better than my husband. Like you always like, yeah, my cousin probably got that. Or he smell like
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so
I smelled it before.
Yeah, so that's my little thing to help with that.
Yeah.
So, I go to the grocery store too. You go to the grocery store. Sometimes we'll switch them up.
Yeah.
So sometimes I get you flowers, right?
Right.
So that's one thing. Get the flowers. The flowers, man, you talked about this. It just gives you a different perspective of the house. It gives you a different vibe
Make
of the
you
house.
feel pretty.
Yes.
And make you feel better. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. I love it when I get new flowers.
Yeah, so that's one of my things. So definitely get some flowers. All right, so
You don't think that's a? I'm sorry to interrupt. You don't think that's a little corny little? But just because I like it,
you my wife, like who I'm trying
Right,
to
yeah, I
impress.
got you right.
Yeah, like
I love it.
Yeah, that's it. So but I had to realize that what I'm saying. Maybe somebody else has something else that they had to realize about their wife. But it's just an idea. Like, okay, get into your wife.
Ways with the appearance thing. Do you think that it's just the type of person you are, and we are lucky that like I'm lucky that you like those type of things, that you want to do those type of things? Because then you have some people that's just not their thing.
I think if I didn't, you probably would have weeded me out a long time ago.
Right.
Yeah, like that's Bama.
And vice versa.
Yeah, so
And vice versa.
yeah, I think it's like
You
that.
gotta like, I mean, unless you get with somebody who is doing all of that stuff, and then they just stop. They stop taking care of this. That's
ain't
when
right.
it's the problem.
Yeah, that ain't right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not fair.
Right.
It's almost like you trick somebody.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a different thing, because then maybe she got depressed or he gained too much weight and now he don't feel like comfortable doing that. So it could be a plethora of reasons why they stopped doing it. But like you said, it's not fair to the other person. Now, what about
that ain't fair.
What about gaining weight? The gaining weight situation.
Okay.
Is that a why is that such a big thing in a relationship?
Well, my personal opinion.
Or why you think?
Yeah, my personal opinion. You got one mate, and the mate expects you to be committed, and this goes for either side. So the mate expects you to be committed,
Right.
So it's like and especially when the person is not taking care of themselves, is like being selfish because I can do whatever and I expect you to still look at me the same.
Right.
That's almost not fair. But I understand when people go through things in life and it ain't like that, and so I understand that. But that I've heard guys say that that's a problem. That's a tough one right there.
Yeah, it is. It is, because it's not. Sometimes it's not on purpose. It's not like, oh, she gained all that weight or he gained all that weight just to spite you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. It ain't on purpose.
It ain't on purpose all the time. But
I do know some situations. I know both sides that that don't take care of themselves because they are.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay.
like I know both sides.
Yeah.
And like where that person going? I'm like, damn,
Like,
that's
how
how you
dare
acting?
you?
Yeah, it's like, damn, you just gonna carry like that?
Yeah.
All right.
James
Ozie's Heating and AC.
Got to.
It's the winter time. The worst thing is like when you wake up.
You thought your heat was working.
Yes.
And that's cold in the house.
And it's cold in the house.
And you like, let me go to the thermostat and see what this thing doing.
And it's not doing it.
And it's not doing nothing.
Your AC and your heat goes out when you need it the most. So I always tell people get the preventive maintenance. And most of the time, it's going to be something that could have been prevented in the preventive maintenance.
Right.
So get that maintenance.
Yeah,
And the
for
maintenance is cheaper than the service
Based
cost.
on with the heavy foundation of commitment. What about your business? Just your business at home, and how keeping that in the house helps the relationship or does not help the relationship.
It definitely, I think it helps the relationship because only the people in the house know the details of it, and only the people in the house can really fix it. That's my opinion. So to get an opinion from outside of the house is just like they don't know the whole story.
Right. Never get the whole story.
Yeah. So what you think about the same
And
thing?
you don't get the context of the situation.
You're like a waste of time.
Yeah. I just think it's better because you like you said, single friends, married friends, you know what I'm saying, or whatever they got going on, the influence that may bring into the advice given about the situation. So it's just best to just like kind of work it out. Either write that shit down.
Yeah. And
Fix it that way, but don't go out telling everybody.
you can't. And that's part of like we said about a commitment. When you committed, that means you committed, not we in it and we're gonna go outside to find some help. Like, no, committed means we're gonna fix it. It's just committed to us. So we got a problem, we'll fix it. We were talking about traditional John. So you asked me about the women not being able to get in certain type of guys.
Yeah.
Sometimes, okay, all right. So let's say to a woman to get to a certain point financially, you have to be a certain masculine energy around men dominated place to rise above that, to become that, or even to be around them. You have to have that energy.
Yeah.
Now, those guys with that energy that you're among don't want to be with a woman who has the same energy. So that's why you got to go to somebody who's more open to their energy. Sometimes it's a more softer energy that you can get because you already have that masculine energy.
Right.
The same way with a man that's masculine would need a feminine energy.
Right.
Same thing. So that's how they get to the other guys. It's
But
the energy.
now a masculine energy woman, not necessarily being with an effeminate guy, but just a more relaxed type of guy.
Not the same energy.
Okay.
Ain't nothing bad about it. It's just that's the energy that you can get.
Different energy.
Yeah. Because people don't want to deal with it. Like, I don't want to deal with nobody like me. That's why me and you together. You got the soft energy. You got the soft energy. That's why you like me, because you know I hold it down. We got too much. That's what I'm saying. We got too much stuff in the way.
Okay.
Like we got social media. We got jobs. We got second jobs. We got all types of stuff. We got movies. Too much stuff.
So you're saying it's not possible to start a new tradition in which, and maybe this question is too big, to start a tradition in which a family, a couple, a marriage can last longer.
Well, like longer. Like what you trying to get?
I'm trying to get to death. No divorce. No divorce. Death.
Everybody in the world.
That's impossible.
So
Don't do that.
what you trying to do?
Lower the divorce rate.
Oh, you trying to lower the number? I don't know. Yeah, like I say, it's too much stuff out there. Like I say, you got movies, and everything, cell phone, everything. It's too much. It's too much.
And so you don't think it's ever going to get down? The divorce rate can never drop because of the outside influences.
Yeah, I think it might get worse. If I had to put some money on it, I would say it's going the other way. It's going to rise.
It's going to keep on going higher.
Yeah, if I had to put some money on it.
And we was already talking like, okay, well, what is that doing to the kids? What is your kids saying? So if it's going higher, then how is that affecting the kids? Or what they call it, couplings?
What happened?
Some kind of coupling.
Mm-hmm.
What was the word before the coupling? You never heard of that? Something
what's
coupling.
A coupling?
Getting together.
Oh.
Instead of a marriage, though.
Oh.
So it would be called a coupling.
Mm-mm. No. What about that?
That's what I'm saying. Instead of marriages, that's what it's going to be. Couplings. And it's not going to be marriages.
Oh, do you think they're going to change everything? Just the name and everything?
It's going to be couplings.
Just
Nobody going to be, we're getting together. Couplings. No more, and when you
no
do
more
hear
rings, no nothing.
You hear a lot of people saying, that's just a piece of paper. That's just a piece of paper. I could commit to you if I had a piece of paper.
Okay.
Yeah. So you hear that?
Mm-hmm. I heard.
How you feel about
no
it?
No comment.
What? Why?
All right. So when somebody say I don't need to get married, it's just a piece of paper. That's your personal opinion. I will say, everybody don't know about everything, so sometimes you're gonna have an opinion. So let's say you're married.
Yeah.
People don't know being married is different taxes.
Yeah.
It's different benefits.
Yeah.
So people don't know. So again, you know what I'm saying? You may have opinion, but maybe you don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've heard other people with their friends tell them not to or dismiss it or nah, that ain't the thing to do.
Oh.
So it just depends. Yeah.
I wonder why marriage is such a big topic on the internet.
Marriage?
Yeah.
Because it's a big step.
Relationships, period.
I was thinking about that too, and that's one of the things that we all have in common, or a lot of people have in common, because everybody, like, I don't play Fortnite, I don't play the Madden like that, but I had a relationship before.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
And what you think? Why you think it's so popular?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Because everybody could talk about it for days, it seemed like.
But ain't nobody together. That's crazy.
But the divorce rate is 50%.
Everybody expert, though. That's crazy.
But that's because it's not marriages no more, it's couplings.
Couplings. That's the new genre. Couplings.
That's my new word.
Spell
couplings.
it for me. Couplings. ING.
Okay.
All right. So couplings.
But I take the G off of it. Couplings. Okay. Now, if it's gonna be nothing but couplings, you can get on there and talk about the 50-11 couplings you've been in for the last 3 years. How you dated and who you dated and how it went and how messed up that person was.
And somebody gonna pay attention because they might be going through it too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Same thing with the marriage.
With the marriage.
That's why I try to help anybody that can, because I know somebody else going through whatever.
Yeah. But how do you feel about divorce?
Divorce.
Do you think it's necessary? A necessary evil?
So I think sometimes it's necessary, but other times it's a cop out.
Oh.
So it just depends, but I don't think it's just one answer every single time for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think it's different. I do think some people make it hard for people to be in it.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Yeah.
And so
people be peopling.
Yeah. So at certain point it is necessary, because I don't want anybody to stay in something that's unhealthy.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So how you feel about it?
I just feel as though, like you said, sometimes it's a necessary evil. Or not say it's a necessary evil, but it is necessary depending on the situation. Unfortunately, it can be a cop out. I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. I never
Yeah.
want to do it.
Yeah, me neither.
But it's unfortunate.
Yeah. And
I like being married.
You do?
Mm.
You all right with me,
Yeah,
Shawty?
you all right. I'm a child of divorced parents, so it's like sometimes I always wish they didn't get divorced, but theirs was necessary.
Yeah, so
they needed it.
It be like that sometimes.
Yeah, it was unfortunate though.
That's another thing I ain't want to skip over as far as helping us get there. My wife likes staycations.
I do. Yeah, I like staycations. I like cations. Vacations, staycations, all vacations.
Yeah.
I like them.
And that's one thing that can help you, that helps me keep it going a little bit.
And I appreciate you.
All right. So let's say we grown. So let's say we getting physical, right?
Let's get physical, physical. I want to get physical. Go ahead. You said physical. Let's get physical. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
All right. So in the marriage,
Yeah.
is it true? Is quality over quantity?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes you gotta you having a long week. You need to get some stuff off your back. That always helps pull you through. But
Okay.
quality is good. Yes, quality over
over quantity. Yes.
But I mean, to each their own. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel
True,
like when we get out of our everyday bump and grind environment, we always are physically better. You know what I'm saying? But in this daily bump and grind thing, you in a routine. You're on cruise control. And then when you can go on occasion, you can stop. You can relax. You can relax. Sure. You can focus better. So it's just a different, environment. I think that's why I like staycation so much because even if it's down the street, it's just not in the everyday environment. And don't get me wrong, I love coming home. I love my couch. I love my bed. I love home.
Yeah.
But to get away every once in a while, it's like just a fresh breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it.
Okay. All right.
And hold up, let me say this.
Go ahead.
My husband know I like staycations and flowers. My husband like yellow cake with chocolate icing every once in a while. He like a good, snack from the grocery store. Surprise him with a snack. He good for a couple of days. My husband like little things like that. So
yeah.
I know what you like too. So
and I'm good.
Yeah.
And that's enough for me. I'm just asking.
That physical. On that staycation, baby. On that vacation, anycation. Anycation, physicality. The bomb. Cut this out.
I'm not gonna cut
it out. That gets me every time.
Oh
shit. Do you think? Let me ask you this. Do you think you have to be friends in like literally? You hear people that corny. Oh, I married my best friend. Do you think you really have to be friends in a marriage in order for it to last?
Yeah, I think it has to be because when you talk about the non-sexual hours, like what y'all gonna dislike each other?
Right.
I mean, I will assume that somebody will build some type of bond, or So yes. Because I was about to say you should become friends before physical, but we know that don't
happen.
Yeah, so that's why. Hey man.
Yeah.
What you think?
Yeah, I know. I think so. Well, me and you had to work on our friendship. We
Mhm.
really did have to work on our friendship, and we became friends before we even tried to get back together. So I would think that, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
it's a good thing to become friends and just learn the person
Yeah.
as a person,
Yeah,
not
for
just
sure.
like your lover or your mate, or
Mhm.
learn them as a person.
Mhm.
I think that helps.
That definitely helps. And I remember one time when I was younger, and of course we was getting back together, but I would just think like, man, let me just appreciate her for the qualities that she does have.
Yeah.
Because and when you're young, now as I think back, I'm young, so I have insecurities, but I'm putting it on you, thinking you should be something.
Yeah.
And it's not like I ain't got my stuff together.
Right.
So,
I mean, but look, I did the same thing, and I think for a long time I held on to that. I'm looking for this certain kind of relationship. I need this to do this, and I need this to go this way, and I need it exactly how I see it in my head, and that ain't reality.
yeah,
That's almost the same thing. Like not appreciating you for your qualities, but wanting you to be just a total figment of my imagination.
yeah. I think both of us did that.
Yeah.
That's the learning process, though. But
Right.
if we would have stayed together, that we wouldn't have figured that out, or it wouldn't have gotten no better.
Now, what do you think about? I did ask you about because we went into this married life saying that we didn't want to just talk about relationships and stuff. But I just keep going back to this relationship topics online. Is just like beat you in your face sometimes.
Well,
It's just
surprise.
overwhelming.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot. But all right, so we see it a lot, but I get asked about it sometimes. So it's just like maybe it ain't foreign like I think,
Right.
Or maybe they watch the same videos that come up for me. I don't know,
Right,
but they ask me, men and women.
Ask you about relationship questions.
Yeah. Us being married, it helps a little bit.
Yeah.
Us being here and having a relationship, it helps a little bit. I guess it gives them a little more confidence to ask
Okay.
or talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hold anything. Because let's say me and you, we talk about certain things and we talk about good things. So I think man, I don't want to just hold it. Somebody can benefit from something.
Yeah.
Stuff like, here and there maybe, but not just the overall. No.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to do the overall.
Okay.
Because we got some good things, you know what I'm saying? And people do want to know and better themselves. It's like, it's sometimes it'll be easier for us to do that. They could just watch a video or something.
Yeah. But what about, let me ask you this. What about marriage with kids? We didn't do the marriage with kids. We had an excellent partnership in raising our kids. But we didn't do it married. What do you think that added pressure in marriage with kids is? Do you think it's added pressure?
Yeah, I think so. Only because it's just two things happening at the same time. Just like you gave the example, we didn't do it at the same time. So I'm assuming that it could be added pressure because that's two different things. You got to do that and that. You got to be a good mama and you got to be a good wife.
Yeah.
So I'm impressed when people pull it off.
Do you think that I wonder, kids and marriage add to the divorce rate?
Yeah, it's some type of way. Yeah, sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes.
Majority or not?
I don't know. It's just certain situations. I can see how the relationship can be toxic, and you don't want the kid to be in that. I can see how you can have a selfish reason for leaving, and the kids can be just a casualty of war type thing. So yeah, it just depends on the situation.
Yeah.
And what you think?
I would say I don't know, but I feel as though more people stay in a toxic marriage for the kids, and unfortunately, the kids, have to live through their toxicity. But also, I'm sure, like you said, nothing is always 100%. You know what I'm saying? You always got the other side where they may have a bad relationship, but they stand in it for the kids, and the kids don't know. They hide it well.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
You know what I'm saying? So it could go either way. I just wonder how much of a stressor that is on a marriage with kids. I mean, you know a couple couples that have young kids and are married. I want you to ask them.
Okay.
What kind of stress that'll put on a marriage? Okay,
I would definitely ask them. Even to be married is a different pressure, a different situation, and just like when we had the boys, sometimes, not all the times, we will go our separate ways.
Right.
But when you marry, y'all live in the same house.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
together.
It's like you gotta really deal with that, and you gotta deal with that.
Right.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're a little more stressful.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's an added stressor. And kudos to those people who make it through.
Yeah.
But and as for a marriage and kids, what about a marriage that has been through infidelity?
What about what part?
Just getting over that situation or working through that. And I feel like back in the day, those traditional times we were saying, women put up with that more.
Yeah. Where they gonna go though? They gonna get their own apartment back then?
Yeah, that's what you said. That.
They ain't going nowhere.
Right, like I was talking about my grandmother.
Yeah, and I think because of the financial thing, and they have their own now, or they can afford, is a little bit more now.
Yeah. So
I think that has something to do with it too.
That might have a lot to do with the divorce rate too. So many factors. Well, we keep going on staycations. We won't have to worry about that. Anyways.
Wow. We're gonna keep on going on staycations.
Yeah,
my
vacations.
wife like that.
No, we gotta call them cations, boo, because I like staycations and vacations.
Well, you keep on making them chocolate cakes. Keep on making the dinner.
Keep on cooking. That's right.
I'm gonna make sure I'm keep on going out there getting the money. Make sure you good.
Yeah. I'm gonna retire my husband. I'm gonna retire my husband, y'all. In a couple years, he gonna be able to retire. I'm gonna make him my handyman.
Man,
my personal handyman.
Oh Lord, man, go ahead, close this out, boo.
Well, that's our episode. Was it stronger than a Hispanic marriage?
Yep, stronger than a Hispanic marriage.
Stronger than it. That's it. That's what we got on relationships for now. We're gonna touch on it every once in a while.
Yeah, we're gonna do better. We're gonna do some different things.
The different things, what relationship things, or just we always do different things.
Yeah, we've been doing it for a year, so we're gonna switch up just a tad bit.
Just a tad bit.
Just a little bit.
Okay, roger that.
Yeah,
all right, deuces.